Good morning, students. How you all are? Hope you all are well. In the previous class, we had already started chapter 6, Weathering the Storms of Irzama. We had seen that this is the story of a 19-year-old boy, Prashant, who had already lost his mother, and when he was a visit to his friend's house, suddenly a storm, a super cyclone hit the coastal town of Orissa, and at that time he was in the place Irzama. And what happened then? It rained for almost 2 days, and Prashant, he was not able to go towards his house. Then finally when the water receded, he started moving with great difficulty, and when finally he reached his house, he found that there was a structure, only a structure which was standing there and no sign of a house. He was panicked by seeing that condition. Then he went to the Red Cross shelter, and what happened then, that we will see. Page number 39, last second paragraph. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. Weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was a miracle. They had long given him up for the dead. So here you can see that when Prashant went to Red Cross shelter, the first person he saw from his family, it was his maternal grandmother. By the way the narrator had expressed, you can see that both of them thought that they might not able to see each other because of this super cyclone. But anyhow, they both were little bit relieved when they had seen each other. Quickly word spread, and his extended family gathered around him, hugged him tight in relief. Prashant anxiously scanned the motley, that means given here, disparate, okay, battered group, his brother and sister, his uncles and aunts, they all seemed to be there. So fortunately, now Prashant is able to see his family again. Means whenever when he was in his friend's house, when he was just moving with that flooded road, when he was just about reaching the village, throughout the time Prashant was thinking about his family, and finally he was very much relaxed to see his family again. By the next time, sorry, by the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. He sensed a deadly grief setting upon 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. 66 lives were lost in the village. All 96 houses had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So far they had survived on green coconut, but there were too few to go around such template of the people. Template means basically cries of the crowd. So Prashant is saying that it was almost 4 days and they were in the Red Cross shelter. The reason was that all the houses of that village, it is washed in the rain, and they have nothing to eat except the green coconut. More than 2,500 people, they were very much crowded in the shelter, and it was very difficult for them to survive in that place. So anyhow, now Prashant, after meeting his family, he is planning to do something else for his village. Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as a leader of his village. If no one else did, he organized a group of youths and elders, jointly pressurized the merchant once again to part with his rice. This time the delegation succeeded and returned triumphantly, wading through the receding water with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that rice has already rotted. So here you can see that Prashant, he realized that the condition of village that is not good because everything in the village had washed and even some people have died in this severe cyclone. So now Prashant is planning to do something for his village. No one elected him as leader, but what he did, he had got grip over himself because even he was not in good condition. Even he lost his house, he lost most of his belonging. But it didn't matter him. He made himself a leader, then he organized a group of youth and elders. And as they were hungry, they were just feeding themselves with the green coconut. And for very long period, they cannot do that. So what he did, he made a group and he just went to ask the merchants to give some rice. He got the rice and now he is in the camp. Now we will see that how Prashant made the food for the members of camp. Branches were fallen, trees were gathered to light a delicate and slow fire on which to cook the rice. For the first time in 4 days, the survivors at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, floating carcasses, it means body, dead body, and to tend to wounds and fractures of many who had not been injured. So we had seen that Prashant had made a group, then that group went for the collection of rice from the merchant. They bought the rice. Now they arranged some fallen trees. They made a small fire to cook the rice. After that, they served the food to the people in the shelter. Then what they did? They started to clean the village because cleanliness is very necessary because in such a case, such a situation where the sarcasm and so much urine filled everywhere, everything is filled, there is a probability that the diseases might spread. So it was very necessary to clean all those things, and although no one instructed them, the government, the local authority, no one supported him, but they themselves started doing this work because it was necessary for the village to survive again. After that, they started giving the first aid to the wounded and injured people. So, in this way, you can see that they themselves made a self-help group and started helping the people in their village. On the fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. It then did not return. The youth task force gathered empty utensils from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the water around. The shelter with these utensils on their stomach to communicate to the passing helicopter that they were hungry. The message got through, and after that, the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, airdropping the food and other basic needs. In the page number 40, you can see here, the boys, they were just having the utensils on their stomach and they were lying over the sand. So why they did? Because what happened once, the military helicopter came and it dropped only few packets of the food, which was not sufficient for the entire people in the crowd. And after that, the helicopter was not coming. So it was Prashant's idea that we will ask all the children to lie over the sand, keeping the utensil on their stomach, which is a symbol of that they are hungry. So when the moving helicopter had seen this, they started frequently giving the food packets to this shelter. So you can see that how Prashant is using his brain and hard work to get or to give the benefit to his own village. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them, while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. So we can see that step by step, Prashant is just trying to make the condition of village in a good condition, making the condition of village that is the person can live there. Prashant noticed that many people died in this storm cyclone, and because of it, few children are now orphaned. Nobody was there to take care of this orphaned children. So what Prashant did, he was not having sufficient money. He just arranged a polythene shelter. है ना, एक पॉलीथीन को उसने एक शेल्टर के रूप में लगा दिया, and he kept the children in that place. He given the work to women to look after those children, and given the work to some men to arrange food and required materials for those orphans. As the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. So now Prashant noticed there were children who had lost their parents. They were in the strong grief. There were women who had lost their husbands and children. Even they were also in a grief. So now we will see what Prashant have did for this people. He persuaded the women to start work in the Food for Work program started by an NGO, and for the children, he organized sports events. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their life. So here you can see that Prashant is helping the widows and the orphan children to get grip of their life. Means he tried to engage the children like by involving them in the sports. As it is believed कि sports बहुत अच्छा तरीका होता है किसी को भी involve करने का, किसी का भी entertainment के लिए. So Prashant started to play matches or arranged matches for these orphan children, so they will be in a group. They will not feel lonely. Then the widows who have lost their husbands, they have no means to earn anything. So what Prashant did? Prashant asked this woman to work for the Food for program, which was arranged by an NGO, so that they can get the earnings to feed themselves. The initial government plan was set up to institute for orphans and widows. However, this setup was successfully resisted as it was felt that in such an institution, children would grow up without love and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster family. Foster means artificial or created, self-created families made up for children, childless widows and children without adult care. So after several weeks, now government also interfered in this matter, and they also realized that there were the helpless widows and orphan children. So what government planned? To set a different institution for the orphan and set different institute for widows. But this plan of government was resisted by the Prashant, because Prashant को लग रहा था कि अगर ऐसा होगा तो ऑर्फन्स अकेले पड़ जाएंगे और विडोज भी अकेले पड़ जाएंगे. Both of them will be in their grief itself. So according to Prashant, a foster family should be made. That means the widows who don't have the children and the children who don't have the adult care, they should be made a foster family in their community itself. मतलब वो अपने ही विलेज में चाहता था कि ऐसे छोटे छोटे फॉस्टर्स फैमिली को सेटअप किया जाए ताकि ये सारी फैमिली एक साथ रह सके, एंड इट विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प देम टू फॉरगेट देयर पेन, फॉरगेट देयर losses. It is 6 months after devastation of the super cyclone. This time, Prashant's wounded spirit has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. His handsome, youthful face is what the widow and orphan children of his village seek out most in their darkest hour of the grief. Darkest hour of the grief. This is a time when the cyclone hit them, they have lost everything. Lost their houses, lost their families. But there was one young person who was Prashant, a just 19 years old boy, who helped everyone to regain to their lives. Even Prashant lost his house, his belongings, but he just had a grip over himself, and then he organized himself so that he can do something good for the village, and he have did it. So I hope this was a motivating story for you all. You all have enjoyed, you have learned something from this story. So students, now you can start writing the question answers of these chapters. Okay students, thank you.